When you try to quit smoking, really try, it doesn't just feel hard, it feels like loss. I'm not talking about the cravings or restlessness here. This is something that sits deeper than that. Something that, if you're honest with yourself, feels like grief, not relief. You may feel like you're mourning someone, and in a way, you are. When you imagine quitting smoking, what is the feeling that actually comes up? Because the truth is that smoking is just not a habit. It's a relationship, one that has shown up for you every single day, sometimes for decades, in ways that you feel nothing else has. And today, I want to talk about why that matters so much, why the grief is real, and why it just doesn't go away when you put the cigarette or the vape down. And we'll look at what actually has to happen for this to finish once and for all. So here's the thing about you and smoking. You have not simply developed a chemical dependency to a substance. You have formed a relationship. Think about what the smoking, the cigarette, the vape has actually been doing for you. What has it been doing for you on the inside, where it really matters to you? Because we both know that the smoking has been there for you on your worst days, when the bad news has come in, when the relationship breakups have happened, when you were so overwhelmed that you didn't even know how to take the next breath. It's also been your reward, your celebration, your ways to connect with other people. Those cigarettes were always there for me, no matter what. That's what I hear a lot of women say to me in my work. And yeah, it is not the healthiest relationship at all, but I understand that smoking has shown up for you in all areas of your life for 10, 20, even 30 years plus. So again, I want to ask you, what has the cigarette or the vape been giving you that nothing else in your life has? What does smoking have that you truly value? Because the answer to that question is everything. The problem is that none of the mainstream stop smoking methods are looking at this emotional connection. They only care about the physical one. Patches address the nicotine, gum helps with the cravings, and cold turkey will just insist that you grit your teeth and just do your best to battle through it, right? Yet not one of these methods says, hey, I understand why you're sad. I understand why you're feeling so much loss, and what you've lost is real. And until that loss is met, the smoking will keep pulling you back. If we do not address this grief when you quit, the smoking is going to keep coming back because it doesn't disappear. It just waits. And it will surface in the moments where you really feel you need it the most. You know that it's time to let go of smoking, but the truth is that we actually do not grieve what we don't love. So what do you love about smoking? Because if we don't address this, then the smoking is going to come back. There's something else underneath this grief that makes things harder. And I think it's something that many of us are kind of scared to say out loud. And it's, who am I? Who am I without the smoking? Because smoking could have dictated everything that you've done for a long time. Maybe you don't even know what you like to do if you're not smoking. Maybe you don't know who you are without the smoking. If you've only really known your life as a smoker, not a non-smoker, then that's tricky. Because a cigarette just hasn't not only been a habit, for many of us, it is part of our identity. It rules the structure of our day, the routine that we keep, the way we relate to ourselves and others. All of this is structured around smoking. So when you quit, you don't only feel that you're losing that, you can feel that you're losing a version of yourself, your identity. And then you're not even sure who or what comes next. If you've tried so many things to quit smoking and they haven't worked for you, it really is not your fault. because every stop smoking method on the market is going after the nicotine. It's not looking at the relationship, it's not looking at the loss or the grief. None of them are addressing your emotional needs, so it comes back. The smoking comes back. How many times have you tried to quit? And when you came back, was it really the nicotine that you needed and wanted? Or was it something else? Something that felt like needing a friend, needing a break, needing something familiar that understood you. So, what actually works? What can we do here? I work with women through really deep conversations, and we do not ask the question of how are you going to quit? How are you going to get rid of these cigarettes and vapes? It's much deeper than that. We look at what the smoking has actually been doing for you personally, uniquely. We don't try to push past this grief or keep your feelings down. We're going to sit together calmly, confidently, and really look at your relationship with smoking. And once we understand what it's telling us, what you really need and want, then you have the power to calmly walk away, fulfill all your needs on your terms in the healthiest way possible. The battle is going to stop. The urge to celebrate with cigarettes or vapes will be gone. The question of who you are without smoking, it answers itself. You do not have to quit smoking coming out as someone who is bravely fighting and white knuckling and gritting her teeth. You can walk out of this simply as the woman who doesn't smoke. If what I have shared with you today is landing, then my free masterclass is the next best step. It goes deeper into why every method that you've tried has been fighting the wrong battles, and you'll know how to become the woman who simply doesn't smoke. The link to the free masterclass is below, and until next time, I'll see you in the next video.